If you are always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. Greetings of the day to all my dear students. I hope that you all are in good health. This is Shreya Jadhav welcoming you all to my e-learning channel. And today we are going to do English grade 11 poem 2 The Laburnum Top, written by Ted Hughes. So, before starting with the reading, explanation of figures of speech, let us know something about the poet. Edward James Hughes, born 17th August 1930, died 28th October 1998, was an English poet, translator, and children's writer. Critics ranked him as one of the most important poets of his generation and one of the 20th century's greatest writers. He was appointed Poet Laureate in the year 1984 and held the office until his death. The Times ranked him fourth on their list of the 50 greatest British writers since 1945. So now let us move ahead with the introduction for the answers. Poem's name, The Laburnum Top. Poet's name, Ted Hughes. Genre, poetry. Summary. This poem deals with his watching of laburnum tree, which houses a nest of a goldfinch. So now, moving ahead, let us go through a short summary of what the poem is all about. But, dear students, always keep in mind that you are supposed to write introductions whenever you write your answer, because this creates a really good impact. Summary. The poem starts with a description of the laburnum tree, whose top was still and silent. Its leaves had turned yellow and seeds had fallen down. It was a daytime in the month of September when the tree was standing still and death-like. The lifeless tree becomes alive by the arrival of the goldfinch bird. She came to feed her younger ones, who are on the thickness of the branch. The tree is her shelter. She arrives at the end of the branch with a chirping sound. She further moves to the other side of the branch with rapid and precautionary movement like a lizard. As soon as she arrives, her younger ones starts chirping like a machine and vibrating and flapping their wings. The death-like tree becomes alive and it trembles and shakes. After feeding them, she flies to the other side of the branch. Her dark-colored face, with The yellow body was barely visible as she vanished behind the yellow leaves. She flew away in the infinite sky, leaving the tree death like again. So, dear students, this was all about the summary of the poetry. Now, let us start with line by line explanation of the poem. Poem 2, The Laburnum Top. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. So, over here, laburnum is a short tree with hanging branches, yellow flowers, and poisonous tree. If you can see over here, here is a small image of the tree which is given. How the hanging branches of the tree is there. The flowers are yellow in shade and the seeds are poisonous. So, in the above lines, the poet says that he saw a laburnum tree whose leaves were yellow. The tree's top is still and silent in the daytime of the September month. It is autumn season and all the seeds of the tree had fallen. The poet has used the yellow word for leaves and sunlight. Yellow symbolizes silence, death, and beauty. He describes the whole scene of the tree with this color. The next paragraph is, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end, then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt. She enters the thickness and a machine starts up. Of chitterlings, a turmoil of wings and trillings. The whole tree trembles and thrills. So over here, the difficult words are goldfinch, which is a small singing bird with yellow feathers on its wings. Twitching, it means a sudden jerk movement. Chirrup means a bird making rapid, high-pitched sound. Startlement means showing sudden shock. Abrupt is rapid. Chittering, to make chittering sound. Tremor of wings, that is vibrations, that sound of vibrations of wings. Trillings means to produce the chirping sound. Trembles means to shake. Thrill is a sudden feeling of some excitement. So, a goldfinch bird comes to the end. The death-like scene of the tree makes a sudden chirrup sound. The bird, while being rapid, alert, and precautions like a lizard, sits on the branches of the tree. As she moved towards the thickness of the branch, her younger ones started chirping and doing vibrations with wings, making a sound like a machine because of the movement of the bird and her young ones. The tree starts to shake and thrill. The poet has given two opposite scenarios of the tree. The tree first being death-like and still, and then giving life and shelter to bird and her younger ones. So continuing with the second paragraph, it is the engine of her family. She strokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her bared face, identity, mask. So flirts out means leads on to. Strokes means to add fuel to the engine. Bed means strippy, quick. So the laburnum tree and the goldfinch bird is the engine of her family. She provides food to her young ones and moves to the other branch end. Her dark colored striped face is visible as her body is yellow colored and hides behind the yellow leaves of the tree. The next one is then with Eric delicate, whispering, whistle, chirrup, whispering, she launches away towards the infinite and the laburnum subsides empty. So over here Eric means something which is strange or weird. Whistle, chirrup is a gentle whisper like the chirping of the bird. Subside means diminish. So over here, after reaching the end of the branch, the bird makes a sweet chirping sound, just like whispering, and flies away towards the infinite sky. It again makes the laburnum tree silent and death-like. So, dear students, I hope that you all have understood the meaning of the poetry. Now, let us move ahead with the explanation of the figures of speech for this poem. Figures of speech. The laburnum top, silent, quite still. The first figure of speech is tautology. It means an unnecessary use of words which is silent, quite still, which have the same meaning, but still for the poetic effect it is being used in the same sentence. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight. So over here the figure of speech is transferred epithet, that is the adjective yellow and September have been transferred from color and month to the sunlight. A few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. So over here we have euphemism, that is the yellowing of leaves and falling of seeds suggests the idea of death of the leaves. The next one is alliteration, that is the consonant sound F is being repeated in the words like few and fallen. The next one is a synecdoche, that is the part leaves and seeds stands for the laburnum tree. The fourth one, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup. The first figure of speech over here is onomatopoeia, that is chirrup suggests sound, so that is onomatopoeia. Fifth one, a sadness and startlement at a branch end. So the first figure of speech over here is synecdoche, that is a part branch stands for the laburnum top. Sixth one, then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt. So over here the first one is simile, that is the goldfinch is said to be as sleek as a lizard. Seventh one, she enters the thickness and a machine starts up. Metonymy. Over here, the word thickness represents the laburnum top and the machine represents the baby birds making sounds and fluttering their small wings. Next one, of chitterlings and a term of wings and trillings. So over here, the first one is onomatopoeia, that is the word chitterling, and drilling suggests sounds. The next one is synecdoche, that is the part wings stands for the birds. The next one is internal rhyme, that is the rhyming words chitterling, wings and trilling is used in the same sentence for the poetic effect. Ninth one, the whole tree trembles and thrills. So the figure of speech over here is personification, that is the inanimate tree is given the human quality of trembling and thrilling. The next one is alliteration, that is the consonant sound T is being repeated in the words like tremble and thrills. The next one is hyperbole, that is an overstatement that the whole world is trembling. Next one, it is the engine of her family. That means the first figure of speech over here is metaphor, that is indirectly the goldfinch is said to be the engine of her family. 11th one, she strokes it full, then floods out the branch end. So the first figure of speech is alliteration, that is the consonant sound F is repeated in the words like full and floods. The next one is personification, that is the tree is given the human quality of flirting. Next one is metonymy, that is the word take it full represents feeding of babies till they are satisfied. The next one is showing her bad face identity mask. So over here the first figure of speech is transferred epithet, that is the adjective bad has been transferred from the flowers to bird which is associated with it. The next one is synecdoche, the face represents the goldfinch. The next one is metaphor, that is the following laburnum flowers are compared to bar. The next one is then with Eric delicate whistle chirrup whispering. So the first one over here is onomatopoeia. The word whistle, chirrup and whispering sound suggests the sound. The next one is alliteration, that is the consonant sound WH is being repeated in the words like whistle, chirrup and whispering. The 14th one is she lunges away towards the infinite, that is the metonymy. The word infinite represents the sky. 15th one, and the laburnum subsides to empty, that is hyperbole. There is an over exaggeration that the tree is empty. So dear students, I hope that you all have understood the poetry well. We have done the introduction for answer, we have gone through the summary of the poem, we have gone through the explanation of the poetry line by line along with the difficult words, and we have done the figures of speech also. So, thank you for watching and have a nice day. If you still find any doubt or queries, you may comment down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everyone.